I've decided to share some of my success with Neville's teachings. I wasn't going to share anything at first, because I'm relatively new to Neville and because I didn't think it would be big enough. However, today I realized that I've come really far and should give myself some more credit. So, I guess I've always been considered a shy and quiet girl. I hated that about myself for so long. I couldn't really make friends because of it, and it has always been a point of critique that people just kept on affirming and stating over and over again. You can understand that it just made me more and more self-conscious, annoyed and even depressed. Doing any kind of presentation in school would just be a total disaster. I used to stand in front of the classroom with an incredibly shaky voice, shaky hands. I would forget everything, totally freeze, or just ramble, but for some reason, I would not be able to hear myself. If I had a presentation coming up, it would just worry me for days on end. I thought the fear would just eventually go away with starting my first year at university, but it didn't. I luckily didn't have too many presentations, but the ones I did have, I just skipped. I didn't show up for class, because the fear was just too much. Every time I did that, I felt like such a failure, but I just couldn't get over the fear and the stress. I rather wanted to not think about it, than to go through the whole embarrassment again. But then, I found Neville. I had one more presentation, my very last and most important one. I didn't specifically intend to get rid of this fear, but, in getting familiar with Neville and slowly changing my concept of self, realizing that my thoughts create, I noticed how my fear got more manageable, somehow. The days leading up to it, I would just say a bunch of random statements to myself. I am a calm person. I am friendly and well-liked. I can speak very easily to others. I am a natural at speaking and giving presentations. All is well, etc. I really felt myself to be this person. These were not some random statements or lies I was telling myself, I felt this to be the truth. The presentation itself went really well. I was a bit nervous, but the more I spoke, the easier it got for me. There was no shaky voice, something that I had struggled with for years and that did not seem to go away, nothing I forgot and absolutely no embarrassment. When I was finished, I was surprised at how calm I was, but I didn't think it would be anything special. But then my professor said something to me that I never thought I would ever hear about myself, especially regarding giving a presentation. When I confessed that I was a bit nervous, she was almost surprised. She said that I was very calm, spoke well and that I was a natural at giving presentations. This presentation took place about 2 months ago, and I now just realized how big this really is for me. I also had a fear of just going out, meeting people, doing new things. This has also been going away. I just repeat certain statements to myself over and over again, such as I am calm. I am a lovely human being. I am friendly. I am treated with the utmost care and friendliness in the world. Everyone likes me, etc. I don't have any set affirmations, I just repeat what I would like to hear or see reflected back to me in my world. Even today I had a dentist appointment. I used to feel really uncomfortable going, because of my social anxiety and because the man is just really unfriendly and cold towards me. Yet, I kept on affirming that I'm liked by everyone, people always treat me with kindness, I'm good at talking to people, etc. The man was incredibly friendly, I spoke to him with ease and he made jokes the whole time. I feel like I'm making this a bit too long, but I just wanted to say that I'm seeing more of this truth showing up in my world. Fears and thoughts I've been struggling with for years have just been melting away using the teachings of Neville. I'm only a beginner and there's much more to learn and experience. However, I'm seeing such a huge change in myself already. It's strange to admit, but I no longer recognize the person I used to be. The way I used to behave, react, feel about myself or fear certain things, just seem ridiculous to me now. I feel like a completely different person and I'm happier and calmer than I've ever been, all thanks to Neville.